all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. I thought a little bit different artwork. Nice change of pace. All right. First thing I want to do is thank Stitches for the super sticker for kicking off the contribution for the show. This one is definitely going to be one that people are going to want to tune into today. Okay. So I appreciate you, sweetheart. Okay. So I ran up on, everybody knows that as a result of the Rick Child acquittal, not only the acquittal of Rick Child, which every time I mention it, I have a hard time not going into it. Because people skipped all the way over that to talk a lot about Carmelo Anthony case. And I'm not saying people shouldn't talk about the Carmelo Anthony case if that's what they want to do. But I'm saying the inconsistencies in that Rick Child case was crazy. So I'll be having a hard time not going into that. But after the acquittal of Rick Child, and then the Asian community's subsequent collective sort of behavior after the acquittal is what sparked the first talks over social media about boycotting Asian businesses in Black neighborhoods. Okay. The beauty supply stores, some people say cleaners. I guess that's a big thing in certain cities. The Asians run the cleaners. Nail shops, things of that nature. Okay. And we had one individual that went viral where he sort of dared Black people to boycott at all. Okay. Oh, y'all, you know what I'm saying, while wearing a fitty cap, talking crazy in the camera about how, you know what I'm saying, don't nobody need Black dollars. Okay. Black people need the Asians, and the Asians don't need Black people to do this, that, and the third. And so that added fuel to the fire of Black people saying, you know what? We gonna really boycott y'all for real. Now, the last time I talked about this, I told y'all that it would not take much for those businesses to feel that, because most of these businesses that we talking about, restaurants, beauty supply stores, this, that, and the third, these are not multi-million-dollar conglomerates. These are not big corporations like Target and all that kind of stuff. These are mom and pop kind of shops, small businesses. You know what I mean? The people who started the business are also working in the business, that type of thing. So it's not, all they have to do is go a couple of weeks without Black people coming into those places, even if it's not a 100% drought, if it drops 50%, if it drops 60%, that would be enough of a pinch, because in many cities and urban areas, things like the nail shop are located specifically in Black neighborhoods. So that is their main clientele, would be Black women. And even if that simply dropped by 50%, those businesses would feel that big time. Okay? Big time. The women would not even be obligated to completely stop in order to make these Asian businesses feel it. When we talk about those little restaurants and stuff, all of that stuff would not even take 100%. It wouldn't even take 80. It would take like 60% of the clientele to simply stop going in there. If 6 out of 10 Black people simply didn't patronize those businesses are going to feel that immediately. Okay? Now, I'm not saying just do it 50, 60%. I'm just saying that would be really all it would really take. Okay? Most of the stuff we can either do it ourselves, get it done somewhere else, or buy it somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. A 60% decrease in a family-owned business or small business is devastating to that business. That business is gonna go under if it continues like that. That business is not gonna make it. Okay. I want to disagree with this, and the only reason I'm pointing it out is because this isn't the first time I've heard that line of thinking, right? That we're marking everyone for a mistake. And I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that. It's because Black people have to wear the jacket for everybody. We do. We are seen as one big Negro. If one Black person do something, every Black person has to wear the jacket. One Black woman twerk, all Black women are whores and twerking. One Black man commit a crime, all the Black men are committing crimes. That is how we are seen. We are not seen, nor are we judged, nor are we regarded as individual people who have our own individual character. And some of us are criminals, some of us are whores, and this, that, and the third, and others are not. But we have to wear the jacket. We have to wear the scarlet letter all the time. Before I get into the video that I'm going to share, the reason that I support the boycott is because this isn't just about Rick Chow, but this is about the consistent disrespect going into these establishments. When you patronize these establishments, they purposely put their businesses in Black neighborhoods and then complain about Black people. I have been profiled in beauty supply stores to the point where I'm not going in that store no more. Like, you follow me around, I've been patronizing this store for a year or two. You ain't never seen me pick nothing up, do nothing in here, shoplift, cause a problem, argue, get loud, talk loud, or nothing. I come in here, I get my little hair grease, I get my little bobby pins and braid hair, and I be getting my little hair doodads and all that kind of stuff, my little hair ties and all of that. You know, I needed some shampoo this time. I needed some conditioner this time. And I be buying my little stuff every once in a while. I come in here and re-up on my little stuff that I be needing. And I don't cause you no problems. I might stop and give me a little pair of earrings or something like that. And you gonna follow me around the store. You chose today to follow me around the store. I'll never come. I went in there, I was shopping. I had a little basket full of stuff, you know, because I'm gonna do my hair. So, you know, this was years ago. I'm gonna do my hair, you know, so I'm getting my little hair stuff. You know, I seen some little glasses I liked. You know what I'm saying? I'm just picking up little stuff. You know how the beauty supply store is, get you some sunglasses, get you some, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Man, when I realized that they were actually following me, and this is a store I had been in, I took that stuff right to the front and put it on the countertop and left. And they tried to say something. I didn't even stop to hear what they had to say. I never went back in that store. And that was one of my little favorite beauty supply stores because they had the little hair I wanted and the little stuff, you know, and the price was good and blah, 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 blah. I never went back up in there. Y'all not going to follow me around. And I ain't never stole nothing. You're not gonna do me. And I have had to do that a couple of times in different businesses, different stores. Oh, we not doing that. You're not finna follow me around. You're not finna ask me 20 questions. You're not, nope. Put all this stuff back. Put it all back. Set it all down. You don't want, I don't even say nothing. I don't even say nothing. Talk to you about what? I ain't got to explain to you what you doing. You know what you doing, and I know what I'm doing. I'm finna get up out of here with my little couple of dollars. You won't get my little couple of dollars. Since they don't mean nothing to you, okay, that's fine. Sure is. So this is why I support the boycott as well. It's not just about one person's activity. It's that's the general thing. How many videos have we seen of Asians fighting on Black women in these stores and stuff like that? And you know, the first time that Black women said they was going to boycott these stores, that it didn't take. Because they went right back as soon as they had a sale. This time it's taken. This time it done took. It done took this time. Black folks said, oh, you think we won't do it? Oh, okay. We good. We good on all this stuff you talking about. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at this video. Shout out to this content creator who compiled these video clips. They spazzing out.
To make a living. They're just trying to make money. Hey y'all, Miss B back again at another beauty supply store. And listen, I'm seeing all these sales. I saw 50% off, 75% off. And why is that? Because we are not up in there, y'all. I walked through this gigantic beauty supply store and the aisles were empty on a Saturday. We are doing it, y'all. Now, one thing I did notice though is that I saw a few black men in this store, which I was surprised by, but I know that y'all need your wave caps and your wave brushes and your clippers and all of that. I would only ask, please, let's all lock in. There are black-owned beauty supply stores in most areas. So guys, let's get on this. I know that y'all were concerned about whether or not the women were going to follow through, and we are following through, y'all. So we need everybody to lock into this transfer of wealth, this blackout. We got this, y'all. We are doing it, and we need to do it together. So I love y'all. We are doing this thing, and I'm so proud.
You think they are not important? Now you're feeling it. Your shops are empty. Are you happy now? I'm so happy. I'm so glad that Black Americans, they know what to do. They don't need to make noise about it. All they need is just, let's hit them where it hurts. Target, till today, they are still recovering from that boycott. They are still recovering. Don't people learn lessons? Oh, you don't do your research. Oh, too bad.
When you say you are boycotting Asian business, that's a big statement. Like, Asian comes in different areas like Laos, Cambodia, Vietnamese, Japan, Korea, China, India. So when you say you're going to boycott the Asian businesses, that's all of them. But the fact that we didn't do anything to y'all, that's why I'm tripping about. That's it. So with that being said, we need to stop this racism stuff, man. We need to love each other more. We need to really embrace each other's differences and just work it out. And at the end of the day, we need God. That's what we need.
A lot of people are boycotting Asian businesses, and I kind of think that's a little crazy because it's one man's action affecting the whole Asian community. That's low-key a generalization.
The solution is not to blame people for defending themselves and their property. The solution is to hold your own people accountable to stop this kind of behavior.
If you teach your youth to stop this kind of behavior, things will get better. They won't get into these situations.
You think we really need you guys to benefit off and make money? A lot of us do go to college as well. You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English, and you're not embarrassed?
By the way, this one was the one that got them hemmed up. This one right here is the one that went viral and got them all hemmed up. Now they mad.
Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures.
Wow, what a challenge.
Now I'm going to pause that right here. Now we heard them talk about, oh, now that's crazy. Y'all do. Why is it crazy? Why is that crazy? Because, again, I have experienced it firsthand. I have seen it go on patronizing these businesses, and you get talked to crazy. You get treated kind of crazy. And all of that good stuff. They talk about you behind your back and all of that. Now all of a sudden we need to stop doing all this racist stuff. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It speaks to an entitlement that they think that they had with the black dollar. They really thought that they had black women in the chokehold. And for a while they did. For a while they did. But they don't have the chokehold that they think that they have with black women in our hair and our hair care. Because there are many black women who wear their natural hair. So we're not going to do that either. It's a lot of black women with sister locks. It's a lot of black women with locks. It's a lot of black women who wear their hair, twists, and all kinds of stuff. silk presses made a big comeback rather than spending a lot of money on perms and stuff like that. So the women, when they want to straighten their hair, are going to get silk presses and they're flat ironing it and all that kind of stuff. So for as many women that still wear wigs, and I know wigs are really popular and all of those sorts of things, there are also a lot of, even though I don't wear wigs, I never really wore wigs, but for the women who were wearing wigs, there were a lot of, like, I be seeing a lot of ads for ordering your wigs from Black women or other resources than going to the beauty supply store to get them. So, you know, to get them realistic and all that kind of stuff. So that's, you know, that's the thing with women's hair care. Like, it's not just about the weaves and the wigs and this and that. There are actual hair care products in the store, right? Shampoo, conditioner, you know, moisturizer, that kind of stuff. Women buy a lot of stuff in them beauty supply stores. It's soap in there. It's all kind of like little stuff in there that women be buying. So it's not just the weaves and the this and the that, right? And that's been the thing, Bertram. I'm glad you said that. So let that sink in. They actually dared us to try to stop shopping in their stores. If that does not show utter contempt for us, nothing will. And that's the thing. And also, like you said here, we never had a problem with Asian people. We grew up watching Kung Fu movies and actually admiring their culture. That's the part that Asians don't know about Black people. We don't have a problem with them. We low-key like them. Okay? Like, as a collective. Asian people was cool with us. We didn't have no bad history with Asian people, so we didn't have no problem with Asian people. Whether they was from China, Japan, Korea, you know what I'm saying, any other, but Taiwan, Thailand, Malaysia, we didn't have no problem with Asian people. We like their food. We be liking their movies and stuff. And all of that. Like, we never had no problem with them. Whatever ills and issues they had among themselves, we wasn't bothered with that because it wasn't affecting us. The issue came when they started opening the businesses and we realized that they didn't like us at all. It's like, we ain't did nothing to you. You make the money you make because of us. You get what you get because of us. Because we patronize your business. Because you would not be able to open up a nail shop in a white neighborhood. And it's not that white women don't get their nails done. It's just that they don't get their nails done the same way Black and Puerto Rican women get their nails done. Right? So that's what they didn't understand, is that we didn't have no problem with them. Now they really in a dilly of a pickle because, like I showed y'all last time, that white man said, leave him alone. He told them, we not none of your friends. Don't come over here. Please, don't think you can come over here. And bring none of that foolishness over here. We don't like y'all either. We worse. We worse than black people. You think you have an issue with black people. The issue you have with black people is the issue you create with black people. We don't like you as white people. Told them to their face. Y'all won't listen. Let me find it again so y'all could be reminded what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, hold on. I'm gonna find it again. That white man said, leave them alone, beloved. He said, baby, bye. We don't deal with y'all neither. Nope. Don't even come over here with your type of little foolishness because we don't talk to y'all like that. Where that white man at? Cause I played it for y'all, so I know I get it. Oh, he right here. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember him?
So I've been seeing this online. I haven't mean to address it. And there's been certain Asian people on here. And I know that they do not represent the entire Asian community when I say this. So anyone in the Asian community that's been following what I'm saying, that supports what I'm saying, that supports rights and freedom and just, good vibes for all, this ain't aimed at y'all. So hopefully y'all don't take offense to this. But for those in the Asian community that are going after the black community, y'all need to stop. Okay? Y'all need to stop showing out for crackers because they are not y'all's friends. Last time I checked, crackers are the only people that have ever dropped an atomic bomb on Japan. They're the only people that have dropped Agent Orange on Vietnam. They're the only people that did the My Lai massacre. And that's just off the top of my head. So white people are not y'all's friends. They have never been. Crackers have never been y'all's friends. But the black community has had y'all's backs. Like any rights y'all have is because of the rights that black America fought for. So y'all need to really recalibrate who's on your side, who's had y'all's backs, and who's y'all's enemies. Because white people are not y'all's friends. They never have been. And unless something major changes in white culture, they're going to keep going and do the same shit they've always been doing. And y'all going to be catching the brunt end of it just along with everyone else that isn't them. So, just let y'all know.
Straight like that. Straight like that. He said that in no uncertain terms. Don't come over here. Baby, we don't like you. We like us, barely. He said white folk barely is getting along with each other. So y'all certainly, Asians, black people, Hispanic people, any other little people, they don't like them. Okay? It's nothing is genuine with them. They said don't do that. So don't be thinking he told y'all specifically, make up with black people. Whatever you got to do to make up with the black community, that is what you are going to have to do, beloved. Because you cannot come here. Okay? We love dogs and cats, so you can't come over here cooking them. We don't like that. And we don't want that little cheap beauty supply store stuff. We got Sally's, and that's all we need. Okay? We got Sally's and them. Because white folk beauty supply store look different. We got Sally's and them. And we be having our little manicure shops and stuff like that. Okay. We wear wigs, but not the kind of wigs that y'all sell. Okay. We get our wigs somewhere else. And yeah, baby bye. We don't need, you know, we run our own little liquor stores, and look, we don't even call them liquor stores. They just still play. We get our wine and all that kind of stuff. We try to, you know, it's bougie when we do it. So we don't want all that little ghetto stuff that y'all talking about. So we don't know what y'all gonna do with black people, but you better try to figure it out. And if you cannot figure it out, then that is too bad. So sad, because you will not be making your living off of us. Okay, you will suffer coming over here thinking you gonna run any of them businesses in our neighborhoods and around our children. If you have a business, it's gonna have to cater to white people, and we already have business. We don't need y'all. We don't really need none of y'all like that. Okay. So you're gonna have to try to figure it out. We don't know. Make up with black people. Because that's where we get our dollars from, our little major corporations and stuff like that. So we don't like black people, but we try to tread a little careful with them a little bit, because we want them to buy stuff. Y'all ain't figured that out. Y'all go right into their neighborhood and act stupid with them. So you got to be slick if you're going to act stupid, and see y'all don't know how to do it. So, And the crazy part is, this one done stuck. This little boycott done stuck. And I think it's up and it's stuck for real. Because I don't think black people is going back. Once we realize we don't got to deal with stuff and we'll be all right without it, that be the end of it then. That'd be the end of it then. But we're going to go on a real quick commercial break. So after these messages, we'll be right back. Because I need everybody to go to ashkicking.com. If you want to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best, you need the body butter on the screen right now. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. If it's going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson at checkout. Oh, you guys are bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button for me. Thank you, Bakish, for your super sticker. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Bertram. Said at some point we have to say enough is enough. The disrespect is not even subtle. They play right in our face. Exactly. Thank you, Chano, for the contribution. And thank you, Eat with Rich. Said I was in a Nike store in Vietnam last year. They followed me around the store, walked me down the steps and out the door. We are all the same to them. Exactly. And thank the people who gave me Cash App and PayPal contributions as well. Thank you so very much. But you know what's up.
One, two.
It feels amazing. I like how it's making you do the push.
This right here is official. We never really saw anything like this before. How do you know when you're doing the proper push up? You gotta go all the way down, chest touching the floor, coming back up full extension. But now that you told me how to do it, now how you know when you're doing it? You don't know, and you won't know unless you have what it is. Nah, that was fine. That was fine. And make sure it keeps you accountable. Accountability is everything. So
incredible. You can't cheat.
great.
Go all the way down and all the way up, and that's one solid rep. Good money.
That's it. It's no arguing, no debating, no questioning. All the way down, all the way up. You got to start and finish the same way. She got my shit.
I'm fucking cramped right now.
So what you want to do is you want to go to the link that's pinned to the top of the chat, theproperpush.com/VIP. In order to unlock your VIP exclusive offer, all you have to do is click the link, put your email in, and verify it. Once you do that, look out for your invitation to become one of the first people to support the startup of the Proper Push. Okay. This is a brand new product that we are trying to bring to market, and we need the support of everyone. The purpose of the VIP exclusive offer is to reward those people who first join us as we start the company off, because this is a startup. So the people who come in on the ground floor get rewarded with the best discounts when the product hits the market. So for the VIP exclusive spot, which is only $1 to reserve it, you get 20% off the Proper Push when a product is ready to launch, and that's for the first 100 pre-orders. You also will receive exclusive Proper Push merchandise deals, instant alerts when the Kickstarter goes live, and first access to early bird Kickstarter rewards and deals. Once again, click the link at the top of the chat, theproperpush.com/VIP. Put your email in and verify it, and then be on the lookout in your inbox and also your junk and spam if you don't see it, for your reservation invite. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to come back to this. Okay. I'm going to skip this, and I'm going to come to another part, because this one, what this guy was talking about was kind of interesting.
Need each other again.
And while a lot of people from the Asian community have been showing their true colors lately about this boycott against them, I got to thinking, I ain't never seen y'all at Mama Lucy's over there in Miami. I ain't never seen y'all at Sunday's Eatery in Miami Gardens. I ain't never seen y'all at Sister Sarah's Crab House over there in Fort Lauderdale. I ain't never seen y'all at Shisha, the one in Hollywood or the one in Lauderhill. I ain't never seen y'all at the Dutch Pot or Donna's Caribbean Restaurant. And these are all popular Black-owned places down here in South Florida that I frequented one too many times. And I ain't never seen y'all there. So while y'all upset that we're no longer going to be patronizing y'all businesses, it seems like y'all ain't been patronizing ours from the beginning, meaning this has always been a one-sided thing from the beginning. And now y'all upset because the one side is about to take their side back when y'all have been on our side to begin with. Oh well.
Please, Black American.
Okay. I wanted to skip to her, right? And the reason why I wanted to skip to the lady we're going to listen to is because she goes into the issue specifically with the nail shops and Black-owned nail shops, but not just the nail shop. Some people wonder why Black beauty supply stores and things of that nature cost more when you go into them than your Asian counterparts. And much of it has to do with the way in which the business is structured, not the personal business, but the supply chains and things of that nature. And she's gonna explain it. Now, she's a little bit long-winded about it, but she explains it. And I want y'all to listen closely to it, because I think a lot of times we don't pay attention to why certain things are the way that they are.
Aren't foreigners, so they're not going to get the subsidies that foreigners get. A lot of these people that come and they open up their hair spots, they open up their nail salons, brow threading, all of that, they are getting extreme subsidies. So a Black American may have to pay $5,000 to $10,000 in commercial rental space to be in the decent part of town, and they could be spending $2,000 to $4,000 to be in a crappy part of town. But an immigrant, because they get subsidies and there are programs that are set up for them to open businesses, can get into those same buildings literally for 1/10 of the price, and I'm not even exaggerating. So another big issue that no one wants to talk about, not only is a Black American not able to get the subsidies or the reduced rates on the commercial rental spaces, they're paying more for their supplies, because a lot of Asian people own these wholesale companies and they intentionally charge Black business owners more. See, most of the consumers are going to say, well, I don't want to come in and spend $80 for a pedicure because they're only charging $50 over there, not realizing that that Asian business has much less overhead because they're able to tap into the subsidies, and also the vendors are selling the actual products and supplies to the Asian business owners, to the Asian nail techs, to the Asian beauty supply stores for much less than what they will sell them to the Black American vendors for. The next thing that y'all are not looking at, a lot of those people that come from other Asian countries and they work in the nail salons, they're technically working off their debt. Whoever paid or sponsored to get them here, they will.
Now, before she goes on, what she's saying is true. A lot of these, and it's not just Asians, a lot of immigrants, the reason why they are able to get their businesses, particularly in Black neighborhoods, more so than Black people, is because they are being paid to do that. They're getting subsidies because they are immigrants and things of that nature. Whatever the programs are available to them. They are not available to Black people. Okay? So when you get subsidized and incentivized to do certain things, you do them. It makes it easier to do. So she's not lying and she's not exaggerating. I've heard this many, many times over many years from various different business owners and things of that nature. So people go in business to make money. So if I, as a Black entrepreneur, have to pay 10 times more to get that same business off the ground and actually make profits from it, I'm gonna have that gonna roll downhill to the consumer. They're actually gonna pay me more money for the same product that you can get at Ling Ling store for about half that price. Now, the consumer, as a consumer, they don't care about all that overhead and all what you're talking about. They care about the bottom line for them. The bottom line for them is this product costs this much over here and it costs less over here for the exact same product. So it's not so much that Black people don't want to patronize other Black people. It's just that as a consumer, if you have the exact same product somewhere for 50% marked up more, and then it's 50% less over here, where are you going to go and get this product? Where are you going to go get it? So many of these types of Black businesses that are getting undercut. She's right about a lot of Asians owning the wholesale portion of it. So where you would get your supplies from. See what I'm saying? So if I run a beauty supply, if I want to run a beauty supply store and I want all the stuff that I know my people gonna buy, okay? I want all the hair care products, the braid hair. I want all the hair doodads, all the shampoo we use, all the moisturizer we use, all that stuff, because we want to be able to walk into a Black-owned beauty supply store and be able to basically get the same thing. I want to be able to walk into a Black nail salon and get the same service or better that I walk into over there. And I'm not looking to pay a whole lot more. Mainly because sometimes you just can't afford to pay a whole lot more as the consumer. Right? And this extends to many industries where Black people, for men and women, because when Black men try to open up certain businesses, they get blocked too. You understand? A Black man try to open up a mechanic shop. A Black man try to open up, you know what I'm saying, his own business, plumbing, or his own business, whatever he's trying to do, and realizes that he has to go strictly by the book. He got to get all the licenses. He got to get all the permits. That's what take him so long to go through the same process. And then you look around and an Arab or Indian or Asian or a Mexican or whatever got that same business off the ground in a fraction of the time. And you wondering what's wrong with the Black man? Nothing. It's just that he got to dot all his I's and cross all his T's, because if somebody come along and say he don't got a certain certificate, or he don't got a certain permit, or he didn't pay this fee, or he didn't get that thing, they'll come shut his whole business down. He ain't got this kind of insurance, or he do got insurance, but it ain't the right kind. So now you need this kind, not that kind. But that kind costs more. Well, you can't really run your business like that, because you understand? So these things are not being made up by Black people, Black men and women who have gone into business for themselves, whether they succeeded or failed. Understand the many hurdles that you run into. Lack of capital is just one of them. Not being able to secure the capital is just one. We can't run a restaurant without a problem or nothing. We got to pay full price for everything or more. You come in and you want to rent a commercial space for your business. It's 10 times more than somebody else come rent that same space. And you like, how I'm supposed to make a profit? So then when Black people do open up their own stores, open up their own businesses, this is why the markup is higher. They're not trying to gouge you. They're trying to, because the profit margin already got small, they're trying to live off of it, because we go into business in order to live off of it. Nobody goes into business in order to remain in debt. You may start in debt, but you cannot stay there. Your business has to become profitable at some point. And so this, I'm gonna let her finish, but this is what we mean by systematic white survivalism. This is what we're talking about. Because unless you've been Black trying to get your own business out of the mud and going through all the foolishness that the state put you through, the municipality that you live in put you through, the feds put you through, all the foolishness that you got to go through, it's a wonder that any Black business actually makes it. It's a wonder.
go in and they will work. And I don't know if y'all have ever spoken to any of them. Sometimes they spend a year at one salon, 6 months at another salon, 8 months at another, and they're coming in and they are working. Okay. In the mindset of an American, most Americans don't want to work 6 days a week, much less 7 days a week. And they don't want to work the hours that these people are working. We have an issue with just people having good work ethic in general. And it's a generational issue from millennials on down. A lot of Americans, not just Black Americans, just Americans in general, are going to tell you what they're not going to do or what they're not paid to do. They don't want to pitch in. So a lot of these salons that you're able to just go in and take walk-in service, a lot of them are family owned as well. So it's uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, second cousins, third cousins, married in-laws that are all working in that business together, pitch in and do what they can, whether it's washing out the bowls, sweeping the floor, doing a pedicure, refilling the stock, wiping down the items and dusting, answering the phone. Everyone's going to do what needs to be done instead of people saying, well, I am a nail tech, so I only do nails. We also have this mentality in America. Specifically, I'm talking about millennials and downward of everyone wants to be the boss, but no one wants the responsibility. And so whenever more people can be honest and be realistic about their role and the responsibility that they can carry, then we would be able to have these walk-in salons that are Black owned. So even when we do get a Black person who has the money, they have the capital to say, you know what, I can handle this rent, even though I'm paying 8 times, 9 times, 10 times more on the rental space than my counterpart. And I will float and front load the money and I will pay double, sometimes triple for the supplies that they're charging for other people. Now we have a problem. The Black consumers are going to keep comparing the Asian nail salon prices to the Black nail salon prices, and they're going to keep going over to the Asian salon because the Asian salon is cheaper, but it's institutionalized. Realistically, for that Black salon owner, they're probably taking home less profit, even though they're charging you more because their overhead is more. So because there's a breakdown with the consumer understanding the actual challenges that Black salon owner has, is why we don't have a lot of Black nail salons where you can just do walk-ins. So this is a multi-layered issue, but ultimately for us as Black people, if we want a Black nail salon that's walk-in with majority Black estheticians, waxers, nail techs, et cetera, we are going to have to get comfortable with paying more for those services, because the reality is that business owner they have a higher overhead than the Asian competitor because they are not allowed to get the subsidies and the grants, and the vendors that control the supply chain are downright charging them more.
All gonna get mad.
She spoke facts. She spoke facts. She spoke facts. She didn't lie one time. The breakdown is in the understanding, like she said, but it's also in our pocket. It's hard to get a consumer to be comfortable paying more for the same or similar service without convincing them that they need to. You understand? Because, for example, the same people that always shop in Walmart and they swear by shopping in Walmart, you're not going to get them to go to Macy's for stuff. If they always buy their sheets and towels and bed covers out of Walmart, you're not going to be able to convince them to go to Bed Bath and Beyond or like I said, Macy's or whatever to get sheets and towels and bed. You're not going to convince them to that. You're not going to convince them to that. Because in their mind, a sheet set costs $25. Why would they go to Macy's and spend $50? They trying to figure out why. So you have to understand that people's mind have to be changed. Because when I was selling soap, I had to understand that the people that's buying an 8-pack of Dial not gonna buy my 1 bar for $6. They're accustomed to buying an 8-pack of Dial at that time for $6 or $7, and they get 8 bars of soap. So I had to realize that the people who deaf on buying a 10-pack of Ivory soap, that's not my audience. That's not even the demographic that I sell soap to. I didn't sell soap to them. They don't want it because they don't see no reason. They get 10 bars of ivory. Right? So it's more of like it's like she said, it's a multi-layered situation that we talking about with the consumer, the business, and things of that nature. She's not completely wrong when she says that Black people are going to have to at some point get more comfortable with paying more for stuff if they want to shop with Black businesses. Because many times, more often than not, no matter what kind of Black business it is, that Black business owner paid more to get the business started. So therefore, the consumer's price is gonna be more. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more. The biggest issue that any Black business owner will ever have, somebody said it in the chat. Somebody said it. I'm trying to find this. It's this right here. This will make or break any business, no matter what kind of business you're trying to open. No direct access to the supply chains, because that's where the end price is created. The price that the consumer pays is dictated almost 100%, at least 90%, by how much money the business owner has to spend on the wholesale supplies. Whatever your supplies are, it don't matter if you a contractor and you have, you know what I'm saying? If you a contractor and you got to pay more for your tools, more for access to be able to just go and get, you know what I'm saying, all of the things that you need without paying full price for everything, to get the wholesale price for stuff. When you got to pay more to do that, that's where the consumer price be coming from. If I can't get it for a reasonable wholesale price, I have to charge more in order to cover the price and make a profit off of it. I can't just break even. We can't afford to break even. Nobody breaks even. Nobody's breaking even. Nobody breaks even. No business that survives has broken even. There's a profit that must be made, and that profit margin has to make sense. Or else there's no reason to have the business. We're gonna play a little bit more.
But I really don't give a damn. How you gonna dare the black community to boycott something? Do you not understand the power of the black dollar? See, this is what's funny to me. If our money doesn't matter, why are you so worried about what we spend it? Why are you listing all the industries we support? Why are you naming all the ways black consumers make people rich? That's the irony. You're telling us we don't matter while explaining how much we matter. And another thing, stop acting like we buy certain products because of y'all. We buy Jordans because of Michael Jordan. We supported that man because we believed in him. That loyalty wasn't built because of you. The problem has never been whether black people can create, build, cook, sell, or provide these services ourselves. The problem has always been access, and y'all know it. But if you want to challenge us, if you want to tell us to take our money elsewhere, fine. Don't threaten us with a boycott. We invented making something out of nothing. We can get our nails done somewhere else. We can buy different shoes. We can support different businesses. We can spend our money wherever we choose. And if the black dollar is really as worthless as some of y'all claim, then you shouldn't have a problem when we stop spending it. Pick a side if you want to. Just make sure you stay there when people start feeling the impact. Because the one thing I know, the fact that you're worried tells me everything I need to know.
Did you see how these people are defending their own? Wow. 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 Even if for anything, we should applaud these people.
Okay. Okay. We buy Jordans not because it was Nike. She was right about that. We buy Jordan because we like Jordan. We like Jordan because we like Jordan. That's why black people was buying Jordan. Okay. Here's the thing with this. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it, because it needs to be talked about. This conversation brought up other conversations about the truth behind black business, black entrepreneurship. Okay? How and why there are black businesses that struggle a lot getting off the ground, getting started. People have a tendency to think it's just a money thing, and it is a money thing. It is a money thing in terms of getting like startup capital, not being able to secure loans or grants based on this criteria or that criteria. It is that, but there's so much more. There's so much more involved. The other part of the conversation that it brought up was also them feeling butthurt about us no longer spending their money. And I'm going to rewind it back to this concept right here. It was this one. It was this guy here.
That's low-key a generalization.
The solution is not to blame people for defending themselves and their property. The solution is to hold your own people accountable to stop this kind of behavior.
If you teach your youth to stop this kind of behavior, things will get better. They won't get into these situations.
You think we really need?
It was that guy. It was also this person. It was also this person. Remember her?
popular fuck. This is going to be an unpopular fucking opinion. And I'm going to call you out since you motherfuckers don't seem to fucking understand. Every single one of you over there boycotting Asian business and spreading more Asian hate, you fucking black fucking people with your black fatigue, okay? And what your people call niggerism. Yeah, not my words. Those are your people words. You people that is living in that black culture mentality, the poor victim mentality, thinking that people still owe you fucking reparations. Yeah, you motherfuckers. I'm the one talking to you motherfuckers. Every single one of you failing in life. And then you want to blame everybody else. You see this whole Cyrus case and Mr. Chow? None of this would have happened if you motherfuckers raised your fucking kids right. That fucking little boy witnessed some of his business trying to steal fucking water, okay? Now, I might not agree with Mr. Chow chasing the fucking boy and shooting him fucking in Timbuktu, okay, wherever the fuck he was. But here's the crazy part. If you had disciplined your fucking boy right, he wouldn't be in someone's store trying to steal fucking a 50-cent bottle of fucking water in the first place, okay? Not only that, you go and attack the fucking attorney defending his clients. And then here's the truth of the matter. Your people, there are 7 black jurors who found your kid responsible, making Mr. Chow, okay, not guilty because they understand your fucking culture, your mentality. You failed your kid. Your society failed your kid. Your mentality failed your kid. That niggerism fucking attitude failed your fucking kid. Now, if you can't reflect on that, and if you can't understand and take accountability for your fucking failure, this will continue. More black kids are gonna die. Your community is still gonna struggle, and your people will fucking continue to be in poverty. No one's gonna give you a fucking handout. Stop asking for a fucking handout. Stop thinking you're gonna fucking make bank off your fucking kid's death, okay? What you need to fucking do is self-reflect on your people, your culture, your fucking community, and stop blaming everybody else. Let me tell you, boycotting the fucking Asian community, they're probably thanking God that your fucking black ass don't fucking go into their fucking store and it's gonna be an unpopular.
Right. Because they so perfect. Right.
It's gonna be an
they perfect, right?
This age. On a rant in her car talking about you black people, all this and shit. Well, come to find out, an Asian did some snooping on the stanky bitch and found out that she's a criminal. Yeah, fraud and all other kind of shit, stealing cars. Check it out.
You fucking black fucking people.
Hey, Momo, for real? Why'd you delete your Instagram and your TikTok after I made this video about you? Because you fooled us all by saying that your name was
Monica. Mo for short on the internet.
But it's not really Monica, is it? Because if you remember from a couple of years ago, you and your husband in 2024 filed for bankruptcy. Where from this very public document, we can see your names. And since I'm going to assume that your name isn't Ryan Amodeo, your name would be Owen Singuan. And Owen, not only do I find it hilarious that multiple people have confirmed that your hick-ass accent is fake as fuck, but I know somebody who didn't get in trouble for stealing money from tenants in an apartment building and got in trouble for grand theft isn't out here insinuating that black people are criminals when you're the one out here victimizing other people. Well, I guess if I had that type of hypocritical skeletons in my closet, I guess I would also have me and my spouse delete all of our social media presence and go into hiding as well. Not to mention, if you and your husband moved to Texas like this person claims, and then you and your husband voted in California like you claimed in this video, then the only ones who committed voter fraud would be you two.
And there you have it. Stanky bitch. She's on the run. Be on the lookout. Her name ain't Mo. Look at here. If you're ever in Las Vegas.
Why did I show y'all that? Because first of all, it need to be shown. Second of all, I want black people to stop looking at other cultures of people like they so perfect and we so horrible. We may have our own issues in our community that need to be addressed and things of that nature. I'm never one to deny that or any of that. But these other people are just as or more criminalized than Black people. Okay? They just have a better public image a lot of times than Black people, but they are not better. They be doing all kind of foolishness. So all of that, the myth of the model immigrant or the model, what they call that? That's false. That these people, the model minority, thank you. The myth of the model minority, we're not doing that. Because these Asians, a lot of Indian and Pakistans, a lot of them is scammers. They scammers and thieves. Okay? They steal and kill more than anybody. They just don't get the flack for the stupid stuff that they do that Black people get for when one of us do stuff. So there are Black men in these urban communities that are gangbangers. So now every Black man got to be a gangbanger. Every Black woman is running around with a unicorn color wig on and thinking she's sexy red. Far as they concerned, none of us are educated. None of us know how to speak or act when we get nowhere. When they do just as much crime, when you go to their countries are corrupt. Their governments are corrupt. And they treat their people crazy. This is why I support the boycott. Because we as Black people are going to have to get over the every other race and every other culture is automatically better than us and they are so perfect and wonderful. No, they are not. They got their own issues. She was sitting in there talking just like a white person. But like I showed you earlier, Mr. Cartwright said, don't do that. Don't do that. Because we don't like you either, Bookie Butt. You can't talk about white supremacy. You're not white. She talking about people who want a handout. Since when the Black community asked the Asian community for anything? Since when has the Black community as a collective asked the Asian community for anything? When have we wanted anything from them other than an extra packet of soy sauce? When have we tried to get them to do anything? We ain't never asked them nothing. We ain't never wanted them to do nothing. They ain't got nothing. What they got? A failing society back home. Low birth rates. Because they women don't want nothing to do with them. They women is going after Mr. Cartwright. Okay? The one getting handouts from white folk would be talking tough about not a handout for black people. But you got the handout. Your hand was out and you took everything that landed in it. You did. You ain't the only one selling none of this stuff. Amazon got all that stuff. Amazon got all that stuff. You can order that stuff. Cause I know that our black women, even when you're not wearing wigs and stuff, a lot of us wear our braids. And I don't care what nobody say, I ain't never begrudged no braids. So you want some braid hair? Amazon sell all the braid hair. Whether you trying to get kinky twists, the boho braids, they sell all the brands. Beloved. Okay? I ain't never begrudged no black woman no braids. Even with braid hair, I ain't never begrudged it. I wore them all the whole time. I love me a good set of braids. I ain't even gonna hold it. I love me a good braid. A good little cute little braid style. Mm-hmm. Just to be clear, we are not talking about never buying nothing made in China. Mainland China is not bothering us. The ones in the neighborhood acting stank is the ones bothering us. Most of the things that you purchased was made in China. America outsourced almost everything. China became the world's manufacturer. It ain't nothing we can do about that. That's done. That cat not jumping back in the bag. Okay? We are not talking about supply chains, wholesaling, manufacturing. We're not talking about none of that. So much stuff come out of China. It don't have nothing to do with beauty supply stores or none of that. Okay? We are talking about the immediate businesses that are opened up in our neighborhoods where we are getting directly disrespected in our faces when we walk through those doors. Not going into those businesses directly affect the people that's directly disrespecting us. I'm gonna work my way backwards. Then I'll say you were selling $8 bars of soap. Sis, let me get that Dr. Umar drop. My bars of soap were about $5 because I charged $1 per ounce. So I was selling 5, 6, and 7 ounce bars of soap. But I will give you the Dr. Umar.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Thank you very much. Let me go back. Let me go. Let me see. Thank you. One up on you. The wok calling the kettle black. Exactly. Thank you. 52 says salute, beautiful Miss Krim. Great content as always. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, beloved. Thank you. Jojo Run said the loss of revenue is horrifying for them. It is. Thank you to Renzo said there. You know what? I can't just start reading your dang on.
Mr. Grinch!
What's poppin', twin?
How's it going?
Hey, you doing?
So they panicking. Why? Ling Ling ain't pimped out by Mama Son to keep them afloat? Well, I'll be. Exactly. Thank you, Keeper. Said Asians takeover wasn't done single-handedly. Is a collective effort. We have to do the same. Combine resources to increase buying power for lower wholesale prices, lower resale prices. Thank you, Ronnie. Said Kendrick voice. We gonna be all right. Exactly. Black Money said I ain't seen no stray cats and dogs when the Chinese restaurant was open in my hood. As soon as they closed, I started seeing them again. That's diabolical. That's diabolical. Okay. I do. That Grinch is funny to me. That Grinch is funny to me. Yeah, they did a when I seen that store named Hurry Up and Buy, right? They had a whole store talking about some hurry up and buy, mocking the scene in, I think it was Menace to Society with that hurry up and buy. And it be the mockery of Black culture, but at the same time be trying to assimilate into it. That kills me every time. But we gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. Wait, what? Yeah, you playing with me. Who is this? Letitia, who is this? A Chinese store just got caught with skiing squirrels in it. Skiing squirrels? Yeah, I read 52. You know, I read my boy 52. Squirrel. 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 Sis. Squirrel, sis. I was just thinking that squirrels taste like chicken. See? Not the squirrel fried rice go hard. I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. Come on now. But I did see a video of them digging in the garbage for their supplies. That I did see. Somebody caught some Asians that run a restaurant digging in the garbage. They was digging in like a supermarket garbage for the supplies. If y'all want to have an authentic taste to any Chinese food that you want to try to make, go and buy the supplies out of Asian supermarkets. Your soy sausage, your noodles, this and that. Go to the Asian supermarket because they frequent their own supermarket. So go into their supermarket and get the more authentic tasting ingredients so you can make your own stuff. I like Chinese food in terms of like the taste of it, but it has been quite some time since I have been in any Chinese restaurant getting anything. It has been a number of years. Oh, right. Yeah, we boycotting. I forgot about that. We can still make our own stuff though. They do. They sell their own, the best of the best. I forgot about the boycott just that fast because I was thinking of businesses that's in our communities. Yeah, egg foo young, good, but it's an omelet. It's a deep fried omelet. Yeah. I'm still tripping about the squirrel, so you know. I'm not even surprised. That's the scary part. I don't know that I would ever sell soap again. Just because, to be honest with you, the profit margin is small. Even if I were able to get the ingredients for a really good wholesale price, the profit margin for soap and for body care products and personal care products is rather small. And so yeah, if I did ever do it, I would not be doing it in order to survive off of that business. It would more likely be a labor of love than anything, just because I like doing it. I like making soap, and I like other people to enjoy the soap that I make. So I probably would not make soap to sell anymore. Well, we never know, because I just enjoy it. I just enjoy doing it. It's a therapeutic process for me, at least. Okay, that's a solution. It made me think about it. International Isles in any major market has top tier seasons. That's true, But also it made me also think about different stores that supply restaurants. You probably can go in there and get more authentic tasting ingredients to taste like the restaurant food. If you want your food to taste like the restaurant food. But I'm gonna get on out of here because I'm gonna start just chit-chatting to be chit-chatting. Contrary to popular belief, well, I can't say that. Much of the soap on the market are more vegetable based than meat product based. If you see cocoa tallow-weight, then that is usually fat, an animal fat. But sodium tallow-weight. But if you see sodium cocoa-ate, sodium palmate, sodium palm kernelate, and things of that nature, those are all vegetable oils. Vegetable oils are easy also to come by, and they make excellent soap. So it's easier to find than it used to be many, many years ago. So you definitely can get soap that don't have no animal byproduct in it. Okay. Yeah. It's namely Dove. This is why I don't use Dove. Dove is a synthetic soap. It's not even soap made with sodium hydroxide. Dove is a synthetic. And in my experience, Dove don't clean very well. So once again, if you're looking in the ingredients of soap and you see sodium tallow-weight, that's gonna be an animal fat. Many times it's beef, because we refer to beef fat as tallow. We refer to pork fat as lard, but lard doesn't make really, really good soap, in my opinion. Lard go rancid too fast. So tallow-weight is from beef, and it's more stable of an animal fat to use in soap making, because it's shelf stable. It doesn't go rancid quickly. It can be stored for a long time without the oil going rancid, if that makes sense. So when you see sodium tallow-weight, that's the only thing that's a meat product, that's a meat byproduct. It's a fat. If you don't see that, then the soap don't got no animal fat in it. But anyway, I'm gonna start rambling. So let me get on up out of here. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.